I'm your host, Movie Man, saving you from terrible movies one film at a time. And today, as you no doubt know by the thumbnail, we are reviewing How to Train Your Dragon 3, The Hidden World. So, I have to put this out here right now. I have my own dragon, and I'm going to train him like the film taught me. So, let's go do that now. Come on. Come on, follow me. Are you guys coming or what? Come on, let's go. You guys see him. It's so cool. Come on. What are you waiting for? Come on. Ah, there we go. Hey, boy. Get it. Come on. You got it. Excellent. Okay, I think I've trained him enough for now. Anyway, let's go review that movie.
After becoming the chief of Berk, Hiccup has fulfilled his dream of creating a peaceful dragon utopia, while the sudden discovery of a wild, elusive mate lures Toothless away. When danger threatens their village and tests Hiccup's reign as chief, Hiccup and Toothless are forced to leave the only home they know, as they travel to a hidden world thought to only exist in myth. Both dragon and rider will fight together to the very end to protect everything they love in order to take down a dangerous enemy. Dean DeBlois brings us another colourful sequel to the How to Train Your Dragon franchise, which expands upon the story further with these characters. He really had a vision for this trilogy, and it shows in the plot and animation. Although, for those of you who like the books that these films are based on, you'll probably find these have nothing to do with the books still. This movie shirks the tradition from the last two films, and does not have Hiccup narrate the intro. Instead, we start with Hiccup and his friends, now a bit older, trying to save some dragons. This sequence is used to show their shoddy teamwork, which becomes a plot element elsewhere in the film, in which they get better together. Hiccup narrates after this, which is done in a very tongue-in-cheek manner, and that is what this film does best. Comedy. It's a very funny movie. The film mostly focuses on Hiccup, and him dealing with being the new chief and the trials and tribulations of trying to help all the dragons and his villagers live in peace away from the dangers of people trying to use dragons for misguided attempts of tyranny. He thinks the new world will fix this, but this may not be the case. It's an easy enough plot to follow, but with some twists along the way that I don't want to spoil. Not only Hiccup goes through some changes, we see that Toothless has gotten a love interest. This adds some humour, especially when Toothless tries to court her by acting like Hiccup, with disastrous consequences. The mysterious Ivory to Toothless's Ebony, dubbed a light fury by Astrid.
I see what you did there.
She's the white equivalent to Toothless and has an attitude mainly towards humans, but not a terrible one, mind you. She acts like this due to the main villains, her masters, who have imprisoned her and treated her and other dragons badly. They want Toothless too, so they get the infamous dragon hunter, Grimmel the Grizzly, who claims to have killed all of the Night Furies, which would make sense as to how we haven't seen any others so far, and gives Toothless a darker backstory than we expected. Grimmel is like a dark reflection of Hiccup's father, Stoic, a man hell-bent on destroying all of the dragons out there. And this is interesting due to the last film's antagonist being a dark reflection of Hiccup, and shows the differences between the characters. Grimmel is by far a better villain than Drago Bloodfist, the villain of the second film. He is calculating, smart, and ruthless. He shows this during the capture of Ruffnut. While she's being hilariously annoying as always, he lets her go and follows her back to the location of where the dragons and Hiccup and everyone else are gathered, which was brilliant and shows he's a formidable, smarter enemy. And If he needs brawn, he has his two scorpion-looking dragons who do the legwork for him. The voice work is clear and once again brilliant. Each character oozes personality and they work well together, each delivering comedy that bounces off one another and makes you feel like these characters have been friends for a long time. This allows them to joke around and make fun of one another like they were family. The animation has come a long way since 2010. The characters look a little cartoony still, but it's evolved in other ways. For example, the hair looks better and the skin tone is great. But for me, it was the lighting. It always looks gorgeous at sunset, when you see the contrast of colours. And this is shown best in my favourite scene, when they find the hidden world and it lights up beautifully, showing the rocks and dragons glowing in awesome ultraviolet light. This was a spectacle to behold, and this scene was really memorable. So memorable that it's on a poster at my local cinema. And yes, that poster lights up too. My only gripe with the movie is Hiccup's mother, who is kind of just there. Other than the side plot of Snotlout having a crush on her and a few humorous comments relating to this, she doesn't contribute much to the plot. This is unfortunate and a missed opportunity with her knowledge on dragons. I wanted to see more of a developing relationship between Hiccup and his mother, especially as she'd been absent from his life for so long. And this would have gone well with the clips of Stoic and a baby Hiccup throughout the film.
In the last film, she was amazing, contributing so much to the plot and giving some tender moments, especially when Stoic finds her. It would have been nice to see more of this. But this movie does have a finality to it.
As this feels like the last in an epic story.
And I'm okay with that.
I would rather this ended on a high note than continue on and lose the magic that made it so good.
So, do I recommend this movie? Yes! Wholeheartedly. Well, I guess that's it. Yeah. Oh wait! I forgot to train the dragon! He needs more training! I've got to go! I should have trained